Hello, everyone. It's Som here from the Anime Summit podcast. What you're about to listen to is another evening with ShaKing. Me and Danny had another girls' night with ShaKing, and we were just literally just nerding out, talking about music, movies, comic books, manga, anime, just hanging out again, kind of like our holiday special that we did with her. I hope this helps you get through some boredom during these times of isolation. So stay safe out there. Make sure you wash your hands and all that stuff. Mainly, I'm just recording this part because I forgot to fucking do a break in the episode. So I'm just going to record this part, and then you'll have it. And then we'll do the ad break right here. And then you can just listen to the whole episode straight up. There you go. Anyway, links.animesummit.net. You can find everything right there. YouTube, social media, things like that. New episodes of our podcast every Thursday. I know that our apps have been coming out late. This last one with our winter review and our part 1 decade spotlight 2 weeks ago, they came out late due to just issues that were just delaying things, delaying recording things. I had technical problems editing the big ones and things like that. So I thank you guys for being so patient, and I thank you guys for the patrons who are being patrons right now during these difficult times. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you want to become a patron, you can at patreon.com/anime summit. If you are a patron and you're listening to this right now, the first patron exclusive podcast will be coming out, and it's actually going to be not only the first patron exclusive podcast, but it's going to be the first patron solo cast that we've been talking about for the last few weeks. Me and Danny and Nick are each doing a solo cast where it's just an Anime Summit podcast, but it's just one host. So there's a Som cast, a Danny cast, and a Nick cast, and things of that nature. So thank you so much. And there'll be a little break right here, and then you can just listen to the AOQ episode. So without further ado, this is another evening with ShaKing, Danny, and I. Anime Summit AOQ.
So cool. I just Google searched it. I just looked it up.
Yeah.
I just did the same thing. I'm like, and I saw the picture, and it was like so nostalgic.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We're probably at this section of the podcast. We're probably dating ourselves right now. So shut up. But like, no, no. When I was a kid, this was the shit. Like, I never got one.
Our shit.
Like Trisha had a couple.
I never got one either.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Anime Summit podcast. It's your favorite host with the most, Som the Bomb, and with me I have Danny.
Hey, it's girl time.
And our favorite friend, ShaKing.
Hey, all you cool cats and kittens.
Hey,
It's girl time again.
Girl time.
Bow, bow,
The girl
bow,
squad.
bow, bow, bow.
So honored to be here with the girl squad.
Girl squad. Grill squad.
Girl squad.
Hey, I stand
Best
on
Girl
that.
squad.
Let's vote for best grill right now. It's obviously ShaKing is best grill.
No.
All right, two.
no.
That's two against one. No, sorry.
No, that's not fair. I want to pick both of you guys. I want 2 votes. You guys gave me the power.
Best grill, dude. All right. Dude, you know what? I just wanted to hang out with ShaKing again. Actually, me and Danny just wanted to hang. Me and Danny. So
Why do you isolate me all the time?
I'm sorry. We're supposed to be isolated. What do you mean?
Yeah.
We're doing just another free-for-all episode today because just another AO free-for-all because we want to give you guys extra content while we're all in isolation. Hopefully this will help you pass the time. We're going to call it Anime Summit AOQ for a quarantine. And we just wanted to hang out with ShaKing again because... So here's something you don't understand. Here's something you got to understand, okay? Here's a little behind-the-scenes tidbit for y'all. Anime Summit BTS. Me and Danny hang out on Voice a lot. And by hang out, I mean just like...
Literally do nothing. Like we won't talk to each other for like maybe a good 45 minutes.
We'll just play games or be on our phone
We'll just
or
play, yeah.
window
We'll play
shop,
games or like I'll be watching some anime or whatever, and Sam will like be doing some weird like I don't know, repairing some fucking Game Boy or whatever.
Yeah, and like so, like we're like in our underwear, just talking, just fucking whatever,
Or naked.
or naked.
Ooh.
Yeah, and like so, like like the other time, last time we hung out, I was like, I want to talk to that girl ShaKing again, dude. Let's go hang out with her. And Danny was like, we should have asked her to hang out right now. And I'm like, damn it, we should have. And it's like, okay, well, let's hang out with her again, but let's just record it for because we're all isolated. So that's how that convo kind of went down, pretty much. So yeah, ShaKing. That is that is an open invitation for you to come hang out with us and window shop with us and be bad influences.
Yeah, seriously, we do really bad with the window shopping, and
really
especially
bad
on Etsy and Amazon, and we're like,
Yeah.
we'll send it to each other and be all like, hey, like, should I get this? And I send it, they're like, oh.
No, that's
yeah.
amazing. That's amazing. I need that bad influence in my life, but my wallet doesn't need that bad influence. Like,
Same.
I'm already like going on like Right Stuff, and like I think I went on Amazon too recently and just bought more manga volumes, and they're just chilling in my front room. I'm like, well, I'm under quarantine, so what am I gonna do?
Dude.
I need to do this, obviously.
Dude, let's talk about that, because I'll tell you what, right now I'm actually reading 4 mangas right now, which is crazy. Like, so like the last time we hung out.
Same, actually, and also a comic book.
Ooh.
Oh, that's right. I'm reading a comic book too right now.
Yeah.
The last time we hung out with ShaKing was during the holidays for our holiday AO special.
Christmas with the fam.
Christmas with the fam. Evening with ShaKing, if you want to go listen to that. Where we just listed things we liked. It was really funny. But that was one of the things we talked about, right? Was like, oh, I'm going to read more manga next year and stuff like that. And we had Noxy on from the Project Manga podcast, and he actually gave us recommendations. He gave Danny like a couple, and then he only gave me one. And then we wanted him
because you were already reading the stuff that he told you to read anyway.
From before, yeah, the stuff that I had like listened to on their podcast.
Yeah. Personally, can I say hold on, pause. Can I just say something about that episode? Like, you made him do me first because you thought like I was going to be the easiest one. It turned out you were the easiest one.
I know, yeah. I didn't know he only had one. I should have had him like fill out the show sheet or whatever. But yeah, no, like and then we really wanted him to like give Nick a bunch of recommendations.
Yeah, because Nick doesn't read shit.
Nick is always going like, Nick for the past couple of years has always been, oh, I need next year I need to read more manga. Next year I need to read more manga. And it's like, damn, dude, like you got to read this.
Gotta do it.
So what are you guys reading? I kind of know what Danny's reading. But what are you ShaKing? Like, what did you just order on Amazon, or what are you reading right now?
So I feel semi-accomplished because I just caught up to Berserk, which has been like the long time.
Okay.
Gotta get on it. So then I
still haven't read that.
It's a trip. It was interesting because I watched the 97 anime first, and then
Me too, yeah.
For some reason I watched the like Netflix movies, which were like not bad but not really that good either, and I watched those just to see what was up. Then I binged the manga, and I was like, oh, okay, so, like, manga has, like, huge benefits to it. You just listen to the 97 OST while reading the manga, and it's been a crazy ride. Really enjoyed it. Definitely one of my favorites. And, but I wanted to get, like, the big, I think it's, like, the collector's edition big versions. Like, I'm not sure if you guys have seen it, but they're in these, like, huge hardcovered books.
Oh,
yeah, those like giant ones. I think they only have 4 out right now, but the 4 that are out cover the entire Golden Age arc. So now I essentially have the Golden Age arc, and my Grandmaster plan is everyone's bored with quarantine. I'm gonna try and wait until my dad is like super bored and out of things, and then I'm just gonna like drop them off at his house.
This.
Yeah, I'll be like, yo, just read this. You got nothing better to do. I know you're not going anywhere. Just like drop it off at his house and see if he'll like it. So I think my like buying of physical volumes is low key manipulative, because beyond me wanting to read it, I just kind of want to like give it to someone and be like, hey, check it out. Like, here's a physical book. Go read this. See how you feel, and see how that works.
I actually did that with the guy that I'm talking to recently.
Nice.
Because like he and I really do have like a really strong connection with him. Like, and I can talk to him about almost anything, and he knows a like I have a huge collection of manga and everything like that. So and also like I do have a pretty decent collection of like regular books. And one of my favorite authors is Ellen Hopkins. She was the one who did the book Crank.
Oh yeah, I remember that book.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like back in high school, everyone was reading that 10 years ago.
Yeah,
So,
I remember that.
and I have a lot of her books, and how her book, like how she writes her stories in poetic format. So they're a really good, easy read. So, and I was telling him about one of them, and I actually gave him one of those books. And also there was a manga that I had in my collection that I didn't really like. But it was like one of those like 3-in-1 kind of things. And it's called Doubt.
Oh,
and and I read it. It was interesting.
Didn't they make that into a movie? Or am I thinking of something else?
You might be thinking of something else.
Oh, I think that's something else. That sounds like a movie title that
Meryl Streep. I don't remember.
Yeah,
But
wait, yeah. Wait, that's an impressive memory. That's that one with the church scandal, I think.
Oh,
Here,
okay, yeah. Then that's
I'll
something
show
else.
you.
It's
I'll show you what
2008. Look at that. Like, it's on the bomb with the memory. Look at that.
Yeah, no, I love movies.
No, you got that. Because I was like, wait, I vaguely remember this. Is this about the newspaper? And you're like, no, Meryl Streep. And it's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Got
here.
him.
I'm gonna link you
Got him,
the
coach. Yeah, no, I'm a cinephile, so like.
the manga.
Oh, nice.
The manga that I told him. So this manga right here.
Oh, you
is
were talking
Doubt.
about a manga. I thought you were talking
Yeah,
about
I wasn't talking about a movie.
I thought
was
you were talking about a
manga.
book.
I thought this was the book series with the, like, by the person who did Crank.
Yeah, no, that's what I thought you were talking about.
No,
yeah.
sorry, like two different like same story, but like two different types of books.
Okay, well,
that
slow
I
down,
recommend
champ. It's not a
him.
race.
I'm sorry. I'm mixing my words.
This makes sense. I was like, wow.
Brain's base.
Yeah, Meryl Streep. Oh yeah, Studio Brian's base. Yeah.
Brian's base.
Oh, did
yeah.
they do an anime on it? Oh.
So, but anyway, but I didn't really like this manga too much, and I said, hey, this might be up your alley. So like, why don't you read this? And if you like it, you can keep it because I don't want it.
Right.
So, but yeah, no. And I asked him, I was all like, so how did you like that manga? He's like, I really, really liked it. I'm all like, cool. I'm going to
good for
buy
you.
you the second volume so you can find out what happens.
Wait,
And
so-
I did.
So ShaKing, is that what you ordered off Amazon then, was Berserk or?
Yeah, it was Berserk, and I also got some of the Vinland Saga hard copies.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, I want some of those hard copies, yo, for real.
They're
It's like
so
27 some fucking volumes in right now.
Yeah, there's so many. I only got a few because I was like, oh, if they're still shipping things around my birthday in May, I'll just ask for some for my birthday. But
Right.
I'd already read, I think I'm like 70 chapters in, so I'd already read what what I ordered, but I wanted to like hold them. I like holding books. I think we talked about this. We did talk about this.
Do you like
I
owning
remember-
stuff, dude?
Yeah, do
Yeah,
you
you like owning
do you like
stuff?
owning things? Do you like buying things? Like, the most interview question of all time.
I'm having a slight deja vu.
Yeah, I'm having a flashback. My gosh. And yeah, but I think we talked about like how we like physically owning
stuff.
things, especially
Yeah.
books. Like especially holding books.
Right.
Yeah, so I like having manga volumes. I want to get more, but I can't really justify the space. But I'm excited with these ones because even though I've read them, it's just cool to hold them because the art is so good. So it'll be cool to see it in person, like see the pages.
I just started Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh, how is it? I wanted to like get into that.
Dude, it's really sick. It's so sick.
That's nice.
And like the art style is so like, what does it remind me of? It's like, it reminds me of the original like Ninja Turtles, like kind
Yeah.
of blocky a little bit, like but bold, and like some of the time, like some of the weird like whipped positions that the characters will go in while they're fighting is like, it's like smeared blocky, kind of really bold. It's really cool and like.
Yeah.
But the main it's definitely super shonen-y, but like the main character Itadori, like he's fucking badass. But I'm like reading it right now, and I'm really into it. And I'm like, I'm wondering if I'm reading it on my iPad on an app. And now
nice.
I'm kind of like, I wonder if I should stop reading this and start just buying the books because I want to read. I want to like read them in my hand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
it's a whole other experience when you actually have the physical copy in your presence.
it literally is.
Yeah.
It literally is.
Like right now I'm putting a pause on my manga reading because I'm so far in Beastars, it's not even funny.
Yes, let's go. The Beastars world is crazy. Like once you get into
God.
it, you're like, this is wild.
You can't stop. Yeah, you can't
I
stop.
honestly don't know if
yeah.
I'm gonna wait for season 2. I might just read it and then just watch it when it comes out.
Girl, you need to hop on the Beastar manga reading train so that all three of us can talk about it. Because
For real.
I think it's my favorite manga at the moment. I think it's like my
Yeah.
actual favorite. It's just so
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, same.
And what will be covered in season 2 is like I don't want to say it's the best part. It's probably the best part, but
it's the pinnacle. It's the
Yeah.
pinnacle of what makes Beastar so great.
yeah, it's when I was
And-
like, this is goated. This is a 10.
Yeah.
How many volumes does
Yeah,
the
it is
first
a 10.
season cover?
I forget how many. I think it covered like 30 or 40. I think it covered 40 chapters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want to
40 or
say it covered
So about
40
6 or
chapters
7
too,
some
so-
volumes or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know my favorite chapters are around like 70 to 100.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
when like that's gonna be like climax of season 2.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's so good. Oh god, it's so good. It's so good. But aside from that, like I'm currently reading Saga, which is a comic book.
Not Villain Saga, another saga.
Yeah, it's really
Like that. Well, that's
I read the first
that-
trade paperback of that. It's really good. Like
yeah. And I have like the biggest volume. It's called the Conundrum. And
Oh, is that the one
it's-
that's like it
it's
collects
from-
like 3 or 4 trades in one big one, right? Or
it's literally it's kind of like the 3-in-1, but for this one it goes from chapter 1 all the way to like I think chapter 50 53 or something like that. It pretty much covers from when the comic book first got released all the way up to its latest comic release.
so it pretty much covers like the first 50 some issues or whatever.
Yeah. So, and I'm halfway through it. Like I'm in the middle part of the book, and shit fucking hits the fan multiple times with this thing. Like it's pretty much a Star Wars Romeo and Juliet-esque meet the parents kind of thing.
Wow,
It's crazy.
That
It's
sounds
re-
crazy.
It's
What's the name
really
of it?
crazy.
It's called Saga.
It's called Saga.
Just Saga. Okay.
And they
Yeah,
it's
just
called that
Saga.
because like the word saga means like the story of a journey, you know, that
Yeah,
takes place
yeah.
over numerous amounts of light years in time. So it follows
Yeah.
like this baby, and well, their parents is in the beginning, and then it's like it's kind of like Coheed and Cambria, or like the Amory Wars. If you've ever read the Amory Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I haven't, but that
It's
sounds
so
familiar.
good.
The band
It's so
Coheed and
good.
Cambria, like all of their music is about the Amory
Oh.
Wars, which is the comic that the lead
interesting.
singer writes in.
That's awesome.
Have you-
Imagine writing a story and then writing the songs for your
Have
own
you
story.
never read any of those?
I don't think
Oh,
so.
dude.
No.
Okay, so the first couple are kind of boring, but like each record is a new part of the story. So like the first record was when they were a different band, but then they changed their name to Coheed and Cambria, which is the name of the parents of the main character. And then the second record was called The Second Stage Turbine Blade, and that's what the second like volume is called. And then the third volume. So each album is named after the volume of like the book. And then like I think we must have been seniors at the time, because ShaKing, you're like our age, aren't you? When did you graduate high school?
I'm 2011.
Okay, we graduated 2000. So it might have been when you were already in college or yeah, when you were like in high school too then. But like the record.
Yeah.
We were in college. She was graduating.
We were
high
like
school,
we were
probably.
graduating high school when Good Star Apollo Volume 2 came out, and that was like the last. That was like the ending of it, right? And they came out with a couple more records that were kind of like side stories, and it was kind of weird. But like, they just came out with a new one called Braxis or something, or Braxis 4 or something like that, and it's supposed to be like way in the distant future of the same story. But it's like, it's really cool. Their whole band and their lyrics and everything centers around these stories, and it's like this big, huge sci-fi like phenomenon kind of epic story, which is awesome.
Yeah.
What? Wait,
That sounds
ShaKing, you read
awesome.
regular you read manga and comics too, though, right?
I don't read that many comics. Like, I have read comics, but not in a while. I feel like I'm so bad at experiencing multiple types of media at once. I feel like I like almost compartmentalize stuff. So it's
Yeah,
like
me too.
anime phase, video game phase, manga phase. So I haven't really done that many
I
comics.
do that too. I'm only
Comics are really tough to get into because there's just so like
where do
the
you
typical
start?
Marvel. Yeah, like where do you start? Like typical manga, not Marvel and DC. You know, they've been there's just so much of it because there's the golden age and the bronze age and the silver age and all that kind of stuff. So it's like, where the fuck do you start?
Yeah.
And honestly, like you just need to like ask people. I have a friend, he's kind of like my comic guru because he knows a lot about American comics, and I pretty much go to him whenever I want like a recommendation on something, like if I want to start something new. So, and when I went to Comic-Con at the Javits Center, like 6 years ago, I honestly just picked up the volume graphic novel comic books
the
that
trade.
like you get at Barnes and Noble.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that you get at Barnes and Noble and stuff. Because they're just so much easier because they're volumes. And that's just easier for me to read and stuff like that instead of just doing the whole weekly kind of thing. So,
Danny, what's your favorite Marvel moment?
Yeah, that's a good question.
damn
Dude, I'll
it.
tell you mine right now. Dude, fucking. So Dr. Hank Pym.
So, yeah, do yours
Okay,
first.
Dr. Hank Pym in the comics was actually like a huge dick. And he's Ant-Man, by the way. And he like beat on his wife.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, he was Hank.
He was a
an
dick.
asshole.
And so then
he is a
so
dick.
then there's this one part where like he hadn't been Ant-Man for a while. He had been Giant Man for a while at this point. And there was a point where like they got in an argument, him and the Wasp got in an argument again. So she shrunk down and tried to fly away. So he goes into his like vault to grab his Ant-Man helmet, and he calls a bunch of ants to go and like find her and beat the crap out of her. And so Cap catches wind of it, and he goes over there and beats his ass. And then Dr. Hank Pym turns giant, and he's like, "Yeah, I you may be Cap, but I can become giant and just stomp on you." And Captain America runs up on him and literally takes him down, like on a David versus Goliath moment, just takes him down.
Oh my god.
And he walks up to his face and he's like, "If I have to come back here, I don't know if I'll stop next time."
What? Oh my
yeah, it was so bad.
That's crazy.
It's so fucking sick. It's just like the coolest fucking moment. That and when Cap is giving that speech, about human rights, and he's kind of like he says even when the whole world doesn't believe you, when the whole world like doesn't understand you, and they want to rail against you and they won't listen to you, and they tell you to move, you plant your feet firmly on the ground like a tree and you say, "No, you move." And it's
Nice.
and they actually repeated that line in Civil War when they were at Peggy Carter's funeral. Her daughter Sharon says it like in the eulogy.
Says that like her. Yeah.
So sick. So dope, dude.
That's awesome.
I have not read Marvel in a while though, so right now I'm reading Jujutsu Kaisen for manga.
Oh, you don't even want to know what my Marvel moment was? Okay.
I thought you were still thinking of it.
I mean,
what's your favorite Marvel moment?
So, I mean, my favorite Marvel moment is honestly in the Cable and Deadpool comics.
Ooh.
That duo is like so. It's that's the best duo that you can ever get.
Because Cable's trying to get the job done, and Deadpool's literally
just
making
like
it
fucking,
like 2 times longer.
Fucking it off, yeah, fucking around and everything. No, but there's a moment in that comic where Cable, he kind of just like gets this like, I have to fix everything, like even the stuff that doesn't really need to get fixed. Like he's like really causing havoc in this futuristic world that he's in right now, and Deadpool is kind of trying to like talk sense, like like get Cable back to being Cable, not like this brainwashed kind of like, I have to rule the world, everything, I need to fix everything and all that kind of stuff. So but God, I haven't read that comic in a long time, so I'm really fuzzy on the details and everything like that. But honestly, that comic is one of my favorite comics, is the Cable and Deadpool comics, because with Cable being all like the seriousness personality that he has, mixed with fucking fuckery of Wade Wilson just fucking around and like talking to his inner monologues and everything
reader.
like that, and literally like breaking the fourth wall every fucking time is so freaking
Who are you talking
entertaining.
to? I'm talking to them.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, but I definitely recommend ShaKing to at least like pick up something, and personally, I think you should start out with Saga.
Yeah.
Just coming from a person who's reading it right now, and I think it's something that is definitely up your alley.
Ooh.
So
it sounds
because
interesting.
It's really interesting, and the characters are so likable, and the art, the illustration in the comic is so gorgeous. I absolutely love it. I love it so much, and personally, I don't like, I want to see this at least maybe animated or something. Like maybe put it into a series, but at the same time I don't, because I don't think it needs it, because the comic already does such a fantastic job, and I don't want Hollywood to taint that.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what right now.
pureness.
If they do a live action Saga adaptation, it needs to be on Showtime or HBO. It needs to have great writers, and it needs to be a long ass TV series. That's what it needs. Like, if they're gonna do that,
I
for
agree.
sure, that's
for sure. Yeah, because like honestly, like this Saga is a grown up comic. Like,
yeah, it sounds like it could
children,
use the HBO adaptation.
Yeah, children. Like there's like shit blowing up, people getting shot in the face for no fucking reason, and people literally dying in this. And there's sex. There's a lot of sex in this.
Sexy time. Dude, ShaKing, can I recommend some comics?
Yeah.
Okay, here we
hit me up.
All right, here we go. I got you.
Do it.
So one universe that I'm really into because like I kind of fell out of Marvel and DC after a while. Oh, by the way, my favorite DC moment, I just thought of it, was when Superman talks down this lady from jumping off of a building.
That sounds
my
awesome.
favorite. My favorite DC moment is Death of the Family.
Oh God.
What? Why do I know that? Is that the
it's
Batman?
Batman. Yeah. It's so Death of the Family. There's an actual like separate comic, because Batman, Catwoman, Batgirl, Red Hood, Nightwing, and Damon Wayne, in their own comics, they have a part where it's Death of the Family.
Yeah, it's kind of like how they did Civil War. Yeah, it was like a DC event.
Yeah. So, and there is an actual and over time, like when all those those events happened in their own comics, someone took all those events together and put it in one comic book.
Yeah, and it's called Death in the Family. Yeah.
And it's called Death in the Family. Yeah, it's amazing. That's my favorite moment.
That sounds...
And anything with Nightwing too. Dick Grayson, fucking hot. So
that you said Red Hood wrong, but that's fine.
Did
Red Hood's the best Robin. Yeah, sorry.
No.
Yeah. Despite my lack of like comic experience, I do know like a I'm not gonna say decent amount, but I know a decent amount about like the like DC universe and like Marvel universe, because I would watch all the like what is it, like the Justice League, Batman Begins, Teen Titans, all of those cartoons growing up. So like I remember a decent amount of them talking about like, I forget, like I always loved the ones where it's like, oh, we go into the future and like the squad isn't together anymore and they're all sad and they've split up because this one person was gone. You know, like they had that one with like Superman they thought was dead and then it ruined everything, and they thought that like Starfire was dead and it ruined everything. So I always like when they have those like more melancholy, serious arcs for their characters, and they just show like, no, these things matter. So I like those serious takes. So I definitely feel like Death in the Family would be right up my alley in sad moments.
The New 52 DC universe is a really good place to start. That's where I started. So, I would definitely, if you're a big fan, like with Batman and stuff, I definitely would say start out with New 52.
Batman's New 52 is actually really sick. Like,
it's the whole Batman family series in New 52 is phenomenal.
Oh, dude.
I have Nightwing's New 52 collection.
I think the only New 52 I have is Harley Quinn right now, and I stopped getting them because I forgot about it. I was like, oh shit.
What's the new one that's out right now? I forgot what it's called.
Well, they redid the New 52.
The new universe.
Yeah, I forgot. I don't know if it ties in with the New 52, but
I don't think it does.
I know that the New 52 ties in with the old one because Dr. Manhattan did it, but that's all I know. Like, I'm
gonna look it up.
Yeah, look it up while ShaKing is using the little girl's room.
Oh, she's using potty.
Oh, I'm right here.
Oh, I thought you said you had to pee.
No, no. I did actually have to go. I did actually have to go for 2 seconds, but I'll be right back.
Oh, sure.
So this is good timing.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave it all in.
I found it. I found it.
Did you?
It's DC Rebirth.
Oh yeah, DC Rebirth. Okay, yeah, like.
Yeah.
I mean, at least DC's not afraid to just straight up just be like, hey, by the way, we're gonna redo it. And
they're not. Like,
and Marvel
that's
just kind
why
of does like these like roundabout ways of like doing it. It's like, dude, just say you're redoing it. Like, don't pussyfoot around. Don't give me the issue 1A, issue 12B. Like, don't do that.
Right.
Like,
no loopholes or anything like that. I actually prefer DC over Marvel, if I'm being honest.
Let's go. I'm with you.
LOL. Yeah. Because to me, I like Som said, like DC isn't afraid to like just continue on with doing what they're doing, and their writing is really awesome, and I really like it.
Yeah.
So
they're really iconic too, and it's sad because most people probably just look at the live action movies and are like, well, obviously Marvel's better.
Right?
Like,
no, they're
because
separate.
They're doing those better, but like I have a whole childhood of memories of these animated series from the DC universe where I'm like, love these characters, love their interactions and portrayals with other superheroes, like love their dynamics, love Wonder Woman, Queen, like all of that. That's what I grew up with, so I have that nostalgia in my head of when I'm thinking of like DC versus Marvel.
Yeah.
And you guys have all the comics, so you guys have the full-fledged experience, so you're not even just like looking at one.
Right. So like,
right.
I don't know, my problem with DC and Marvel now is like, I don't know, I kind of fell out of it. There's just so much.
Yeah.
And then I got,
There's a lot.
It can get overwhelming.
Yeah. And I got really into like Image and independent titles more. So like, so some like cool American comics that I can recommend to you right now, the ones that I'm going to recommend are all going to be not DC or Marvel because I just...
Oh, cool.
But like Kick-Ass, you should just read Kick-Ass because like
I saw the movie. I saw the movie of that. Yeah, that one looks fun.
The movies are good, and the movies are good for the reason because there were things in the comics that they changed for the big screen, and they were for the better, in my opinion. Like, it would not have translated properly if they did it exactly how the comic did it, and the changes they made were perfect. Like, so when you read it, just like keep that in mind. But like, but Kick-Ass is part of Millar World because of Mark Millar is the guy who writes them. And there's 2 series that were really short. They were only like 4 to 7 issues each, or 4 to 5 issues each. One of them is called Nemesis, and it was only 4 issues. So you can just find like the trade back of it, the book of it, and it has all of it right there. But like, it's basically about this supervillain. Okay, so you know Batman, like, he doesn't have a power. He's just rich, right?
Yeah.
Imagine that, except he's the bad guy, and he's like really sadistic, and he's he's like the villain. So, like, he'll just, you know, do whatever he can with his money to fuck with people and be a villain and do, like, really extravagant things. He's crazy. So, he's called Nemesis. And then the other one he did is called Superior. And that one is kind of, like, a little meta, right? Because it's about this kid, and I forgot the kid's name. But he's in a... I think he has... I don't remember if he has... He's a paraplegic. He's, like... I think he has spina bifida or something like that. Mm-hmm. He can use walkers, but like he'll use a wheelchair a lot of the other time. But he's this kid, right? And his favorite comic hero or superhero is this hero named Superior. And one night, this monkey in an astronaut's outfit comes to his window and he's like, "Hey, my name is Ormon, and I can grant you any wish you want." And he was like, "What? Okay, I must be dreaming, but all right, I wish to be superior." And he was like, "Okay." So he turns the kid into Superior for like a week, and it becomes this big thing. And I'm not even gonna spoil it. You'll read it all in one night with like in an hour. Like it's
called Superior, right?
Superior, yeah. But it's drawn by Lionel Yu and Millar. Kick-Ass is Kick-Ass, like you know what that's about. Yeah. But the new Kick-Ass is one I'm currently reading, the one that came out in 2017. Mm-hmm. Which they didn't make a movie of Kick-Ass 3 or this one. They just made a movie of the first 2 volumes.
Yeah.
And I think the way they ended the second movie was like so they didn't have to make any more movies, which I can understand. But the new one is about a woman, and she's an army vet, and she comes home, she gets discharged after getting hurt, and she comes home to find out that her husband is like cheating. And that he just, like, packed up all his stuff in Dipset. Like, he just left.
Wow.
And left her with the kids and everything. And she's like, "Dude, I got no money. My GI Bill got fucked. And my veterans benefits are fucked. So, like, what am I supposed to do?" So she dons the mantle of Kick-Ass and goes into the bad parts of town and literally beats the shit out of, like, pimps and mobsters and steals their money. Yeah, it's
awesome.
It's fucking sick. Like, it's so dope.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's badass. I haven't finished it yet, but I bought like a comic lot of pretty much every issue for like $20, and I was like, okay, legit. And then I'm also reading the TMNT Power Rangers crossover.
That sounds fun.
And then, so I recommend that because it's just cool. And then I also recommend what's the other fucking I Kill Giants, dude. I Kill Giants is really good. There's also, it's only 7 issues or 8 issues, and there is a collected volume of it called the Titan Edition. I Kill Giants, the Titan Edition. It's by this guy named like Kelly M. Nomura, the guy who drew it, and I think he also wrote it too. But it's about this little girl named Barbara Thorson, and she kills giants. Like, that's all. I'm not even gonna say the rest of it because I'll spoil it. But like, there is a movie of it too, and it's on Hulu. Some of the producers of the Harry Potter movies helped with this movie.
Oh wow!
And the movie adaptation changes like a few things, which I think are fine. But for the most part, it plays the same as like the comic, and I do think the comic is better though. I would definitely read the comic just if you want to appreciate art and just like have the comic experience.
Yeah,
I think it's really good. But yeah, it's called I Kill Giants. Super sick. Damn, dude. Now I want to read it again. It's on my shelf. I'm gonna read it.
Nice.
I'm gonna fucking read that. Literally one of the most like inspiring comics I've ever read. Like by the time I I was like in a really dark place when I was reading it, and like when I finished it, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be fine. Like, and then I was, you know what I mean? And like, it was really good. Oh,
That's really good.
that and Seconds. It's the second, or it's the third book by Brian Lee O'Malley, the guy who did Scott Pilgrim.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, it's just one big book, so it's not like in volumes like Scott Pilgrim was, but like it's it's called Seconds. Yeah, exactly like that. Yeah, and it's about this girl who is a chef, and she owns a restaurant called Seconds, and like she finds this weird like mushroom in her drawer, and it like fucks with her perception of time and space, and like she kind of is figuring out her life, so she's able to see like other paths that she took or didn't take, and then it changes her reality a little bit, and she starts
I love that stuff.
Dude, it's crazy. It's really cool, and the art is really cute. Like it's for how cute the art is, it's like this really like weird, dark, serious kind of thing, but like
I love really that.
Cool. Yeah, no, it's
that sounds awesome.
So there you go. Now you have 15 million things to read in that section.
I'm so excited.
And this literally doubles for all you guys listening right now. Literally doubles for y'all. Like if you have not read these we're talking about right now, seriously.
Where have you been?
Booyah. Yeah, what is your problem?
I had a question because you mentioned, I'm sorry if I'm transitioning too much to the next subject, pulling an Anthony Fantano transition, but I wasn't sure if this is a good opening to bring up how before we were recording, you mentioned that you're a huge movie buff.
Oh, yeah. I'm a huge cinephile.
I think we both are.
Oh, you guys? Okay,
yeah,
me and that's perfect.
Danny probably watches a movie a week. I have not done that lately, but I seriously, I watch movies all the time.
I wanted to say cinephile, but for whatever reason, I get really uncomfortable saying file for things that aren't negative. Yeah. Like, I feel like I'm going to mess it up. Like, I know
movie
the
buff.
word means movie. I'm like, they like movies.
Buff
like
movies.
Buff movies.
Buff movies. So, my fiance and I were on a super, like, post-Oscars movie kick. And we tried to watch all the ones nominated for Best Picture. So definitely not a movie buff on the same level. I would like to be, but I'm a fake fan. But we just watched most of the ones being nominated.
Fake fan, you're a poser.
Fake fan. Fake movie fan, So I wanted, like, I'm assuming, did you guys see all of the, like, Oscar noms?
I did not. I know Danny did. I think Danny watched Parasite and then watched...
I did not. Actually, no, Nick watched Parasite.
Okay,
okay.
So I haven't seen Parasite?
Yeah, this year, I kind of, like, fell off on my movie watching because...
Me too, yeah.
Because I was in school throughout, like, the entire year of 2019. So I literally had no time for anything. And, anime kind of took a toll.
Yeah.
So, but I did manage to see Joker.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So I really wanted to see Parasite, but I did see Joker.
So what did you watch all of them then? Or?
So I think I'm like halfway through them. So I got to see Parasite, Joker, Marriage Story, Once Upon a Time, Ford versus Ferrari. I think
I wanted to see that one.
I wanted to see Marriage Story. I know it's on
Marriage
Netflix.
Story was good. I was surprised because I thought it would just be kind of boring, and I just like didn't have high expectations for it, but it was actually very good. It was.
That's
really...
like Adam Driver and ScarJo, right?
Yeah. At first, because I thought it would just be kind of one of those like Oscar bait films where everyone saw that clip of like, oh my god, why isn't all acting this good? Oh my god. And what impressed me was the big scenes were great, but it was really like the little scenes in between those big moments that went viral that really sold me on the movie. And it's kind of sad that you don't really get to appreciate those from like viral Twitter posts, but it was a nice surprise when going into the film and seeing those. So
yeah, it's kind of like when you watch a trailer, you don't want to watch all the good parts in the trailer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. That's exactly how it was.
Yeah.
So I'd recommend it. It's kind of sad, but it's not like it's not oppressively sad. It's just like really bittersweet.
I kind of like that sometimes. It's like cathartic. Yeah.
Like I felt really content with the end of the movie, even though it was sad. But yeah, I told my fiance that I saw Marriage Story, and he didn't know what it was about. So like his mom got divorced, and like a pretty messy divorce, and he told her to watch Marriage Story because I guess he thought it was like a cute like rom-com. So he told me, he's like, yeah, I told my mom to watch Marriage Story, and I was like, why would you do that? Your mom watches the Hallmark Channel. She would not like this like serious drama about the ups and downs of divorce. Like, she lived that. She doesn't need flashbacks. And we like stopped her in time, but I was like, you cannot recommend that.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I thought it was cute. No, it's not cute.
It's a drama. It says it right there if you look it up.
Yeah, like, it's nominated for an Oscar. It's not going to be happy. Like, there's no happiness allowed.
I also wanted to see Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler.
I heard it was really good.
Yeah, I heard it was really good.
I just love it when comedians go they do like the 180 and they go into serious roles as they get older
trying to break
and everything.
a piece off of that show that they're more rounded. Yeah.
So and freaking Adam Sandler, man, like, God.
I heard that was one of those films where it was so good but didn't make the Oscar cut due to whatever fucking dumb reason.
Yeah, I heard that there was like a lot of like there was mixed reviews for it. I heard. Yeah.
But everyone thought it was a snub. Like, everyone who saw it and liked it was like, he really got snubbed.
Yeah. Another, I think it's a Martin Scorsese movie. It's on Netflix.
The Irishman. I want to see that too, but that's like that's a commitment.
Yeah.
It's a long movie.
But it's Martin Scorsese. You gotta watch it.
I have no interest in that one. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm sick of Scorsese. I don't know. Like, I really enjoyed The Wolf of Wall Street. Like, I love The Wolf of Wall Street.
But I think it's also with Scorsese, there's the feeling of, like, not another gangster film. And, you know, The Wolf of Wall Street
because that's his shtick. Like,
yeah. Like, and I think this is a bit different, but, like, you know, do we need... I know my dad said something along the lines of, like, I just really don't want to see another mob movie. I think I'm good. Like, I think
that's what I loved about Wolf of Wall Street, is that it was still a crime movie, but it was a different kind.
Yeah, it was that white-collar crime.
Yeah. You know, fraud and embezzlement and...
I just have a soft spot for Robert De Niro.
Oh, yeah, he's great.
I love Robert De Niro.
Yeah, I definitely love everyone in it, and I'll probably see it at some point, but I definitely understand not being, like, super hyped to go out of your way to watch a 3-hour movie like that. Yeah, I haven't seen, like that's kind of why, like, I haven't seen it yet. I mean, it's actually like an hour, it's an hour and 30 minutes, it's not even a full, so, like, technically you're watching 4 hours in a way. Oh, it is?
Kind of. Yeah, it's an hour, it's 3 hours and 29 minutes.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
But, like, not for nothing, but Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was almost that long. So both of those are, like, season premieres of, like, movies. Yeah. But
I love Robert De Niro and Al Pacino in the same movie. Like, they have, when they're on screen, they have such good chemistry. And the best movie that I can think of that they were in together was Heat.
Ah,
ooh, yeah, Heat.
Heat is a really good movie.
I gotta check that.
What other movie was Pacino and De Niro in? It was Heat, and what is the other one? Where Pacino's, they're in the diner.
Let's find out.
And Pacino's, or maybe...
That could be anything, Som.
Well, I'm talking about Pacino and De Niro specifically. They were at it. Maybe it was Heat, but it was like, Pacino was like, when the chips are down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it sounds so familiar. It's like on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. That's a good question.
And like Robert De Niro was like, he's like, when that moment comes, I'm not gonna back away, not one bit. Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm watching the movie, but I don't know what it is.
So they were in the Godfather trilogy together.
Oh my god!
Right, because Robert De Niro plays a young Don Corleone.
Yes, they were in Heat together. They were in The Irishman together. They were also in Righteous Kill together.
Okay, it was probably Heat that I'm thinking of, but they're like in a diner. It's like one of the best scenes in.
I want to say that it's that one. I want to say it's Heat.
It is Heat? Oh, okay.
I want to say, maybe.
I'll tell you what kind of movie I haven't watched in a long time, and I want to, like, right now that I'm thinking about it. I wanted to watch the kung fu, where they do the big one. they do the flying and the kick one, Anyway.
that was really good.
But, no, oh yeah. Well, I'm literally imitating like my dad. But like
I thought you were going for like the gangster film, not even Asian. Like that could have sounded like sound like The Godfather. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, The Godfather. You want, I can do The Godfather. You want me to do The Godfather?
Yeah.
Do it.
I started laughing. Okay, hold on. I can do this. Bonus. What made you want to come in here and treat me so disrespectfully? I can't even remember the last time you invited me for a cup of coffee. And now you come in here on the day my daughter's to be married and say you want me to do murder for money. I ask you for justice. That is not justice. Your daughter is still alive. And then he's like, what is he call Bonacieux? Oh, that's right. Bonacieux is the Undertaker. Bonacieux is an Undertaker, and then when his son gets murdered, he says, "Okay, call Bonacieux." That's right. I was like, wait, what does Bonacieux do in that movie? But yeah, Bonacieux. But no, like fucking, I always do like my dad's accent or Vietnamese accents really well because like I was around a lot of like Laotian Vietnamese people when I was younger, like going to parties and stuff because my dad's a Thai folk singer.
Oh, nice.
So like he would do weddings and stuff, so I was always around like all kinds of Asian people. Just like picked it up when I was doing it. You know, son, you don't put attention to what I tell you. What do you mean? I told you I had band practice. No, son, I can't pick you up today. That's why. I can't. I told you last night. I told you yesterday. No. You don't put attention. Okay, it's pay attention. But that's what I say to you, son. I said put attention. Okay. That's not what you said, but all right. I'm just gonna go to my room. Just never mind. My dad doesn't get mad, right? He just like talks. He's just like, son. That's all. He doesn't even like. Whenever he's like disappointed or like annoyed or upset, that's all he says. He's just. I can't. Some don't just go to your room. And then my mom's yelling in Spanish and throwing sandals at me. But you know. Yeah, chancletas, yeah. Because I'm half Thai, half Mexican, right? So like, but like my Asian dad is not the like typical Asian parent that everyone stereotypes with like, oh, you have to get good grades, you have to learn piano and all that crap. Those dumb stereotypes, you know. And my dad was a monk, so like he's just really chill all the time.
Yeah.
Like if he gets mad, it's because you did something stupid. You know what I mean? Anyway. Now I really want Thai food. Anyway.
That would be amazing. It always just ends like, now I want food.
Now I want food right now, yeah. Do you like eating stuff, dude?
Do you like food? I probably asked something like that last time. So it's like, so about eating, how do you feel?
Like, how do you guys feel about cheeseburgers right now? It's like, but no, like, I really want to watch a Kung Fu movie. I have not watched like a martial arts film in like a good minute now that I'm thinking about it.
Have you guys seen the, the Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and then House of Flying Daggers films?
Yes.
Yeah, no. I figured. Those are the ones I saw as a kid, and those are, like, right in my mind of, like, peak Kung Fu.
I don't
even know if they're Kung Fu.
I've never seen the Netflix sequel to Crouching Tiger.
Oh, they have one? I had no idea.
It was kind of goofy, I heard. Like, it was...
Oh, like, interesting.
Because, like, the Green Destiny sword doesn't even look like the same... Like, here, I'm gonna look it up. But, like, so the thing about Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, right, is that it's based on a series of novels from the 40s, okay?
Makes sense.
And so, and they never got translated.
Yeah.
But there was, like, a 2001 TV series that was supposed to adapt, like, all of, like, the novels in one go. And they never did that. But like then the sequel on Netflix, which came out like 2012 or 13 or something like that, was supposed to be like the sequel, which is called Iron Knight Silver Vase. And like before that there was like, I think it was called like Bending Crane Golden Crown or something like that. You know what I mean? Like there's like 5 books.
That sounds like the title for it.
Right, yeah. There was like 5 books, and then the Crouching Tiger Hidden Dragon is like the 3rd book. And then Iron Knight Silver Vase is the 4th one. And like I think like Ang Lee's goal when he made this one was to do it from here and then onward, because like in the movie Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, there's parts where like Li Mu Bai is talking with Shu Lien, right? And then he's kind of like, oh, remember when we used to go on those adventures with your brother and we used to do this and do that. That was like the first book that they were talking about. And like,
yeah,
I would love to see that. Like, I would love to see the rest of them adapted. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because and like the sequel, which was called Sword of Destiny on Netflix, apparently didn't like even adapt Iron Knight Silver Vase very well at all. So it was just kind of like, oh, okay. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, I thought I was going to be watching a thing. But like, no, seriously, like I
thought I was going to be watching a thing.
I thought I was going to be, I thought we were doing stuff, like, you know. But like, do you guys like to do stuff?
Do you guys like doing things? Well, I used to, but then we got under quarantine, and now I can't do anything.
That's true, dude. Damn. R.I.P. R.I.P. doing stuff.
Rip.
But like, you know, I love, like, if you want to talk about me being a movie buff, I'm definitely more of like a martial arts movie buff. Like, if I had
that's awesome.
If I had a niche, or was it niche?
I'm the complete opposite.
I'm like really into dramas and martial arts films, and
that's awesome.
Like, I'm into 90s and 80s like action movies, and I say in 80s and 90s.
Oh, that's awesome.
I say 80s and 90s because those are some of the best ones, like Lethal Weapon, Rush Hour.
The 90s, the late 80s into the 90s was pretty much the pinnacle of Hollywood.
Beverly Hills Cop.
A lot of good movies came out in the 90s.
Yeah,
I feel that.
Like a lot.
Money Talks, Friday, Dead Presidents, Hellraiser, like some.
Usual Suspects, I have to say, is my all-time favorite.
Usual Suspects?
Usual Suspects, yeah.
Love that one.
Yeah,
love that.
So good.
I saw the Academy Award Twitter account tweeted out like what's the best ending in film, and I thought I was gonna be like, not an individual, but I was like, bet people are not putting Usual Suspects, and then I checked the replies, and everyone's just posting Usual Suspects.
Usual Suspects, yeah.
And I'm
it's
like,
a good
okay.
ending.
I'm like, fair, but I want it to be an individual, so thanks, guys. Yeah, but I was like, none of that.
I want it to be an individual. You fucking walnut.
Yeah. And it's like, that's such a like bad move thinking like I would be an individual with Usual Suspects as an ending. Like, of course, that's the one everyone's picking. Like, that's probably the best one to pick. Well, you know, the best like first one that comes to mind for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I just want to mention, like, Danny mentioned, like, how 90s were, like, you know, they had a really good film. But also, those first couple years of the 2000s were really good, and especially with, like, teen movies.
Yeah.
I'm talking, like, Jawbreaker and The Craft and the original Buffy movie, Clueless. Like, I love those films, dude. I love The Craft.
Yeah.
Like, The Craft is so good. But
Craft is on Netflix finally. Oh, yes.
Buttflix, that's what I call it now, because it sucks.
The cheeks.
Gotta be careful. There are weirdos out there. We're the weirdos, mister.
We're the weirdos, mister.
We are the weirdos, mister.
He's sorry. Dude, that scene by itself is so good. But yeah, like the dark comedy, the teen dark comedies like Jawbreaker. Like, Jawbreaker was really good. I love Jawbreaker. And I love some of the horror movies in, like, the late 90s, early 2000s were pretty good. Like, Urban Legend, Final Destination.
I feel like they really created the aesthetic that, like, I don't know if we have a current aesthetic. We probably do in films, but, like, I can just, like, plainly see the 90s, early 2000s aesthetic in my head.
Oh, absolutely you can.
Yeah.
It was full. We had hit clips. We had Tamagotchis.
Yeah.
We had Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance. We had.
There's like this weird mix of like everything looked cheap, but like super chrome and like sterilized. Like weird and like bright colors. Like that's what I think of. I'm like weird ass toys, but they're all chrome and like looking futuristic, but they're not.
Yeah. Like, it's so weird thinking, like, when you look at a GameCube or a PS2, you were like, what went into the thought process of the shape of this console?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it's just kind of like, then you go back a little further and you look at something like I don't know, like the the Game Boy, right? It's like,
Yeah.
why did you make it so my hands were so fucking close at the bottom of this thing?
Yeah.
And then the
came up with this?
guy, Gunpei Yokoi, he left, went to Bandai, made the Wonder Swan, and he put the controllers on the
Wonder Swan.
put the controllers on the side of the screen, and that was like way better, except that console sucks. It's like shit. But then you look at you look at things like that, and you're just like, why did they come up with this? Why is it this shape? Or like the Nokia phone, like the old Nokia.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What is going on here, Nokia?
I kind of miss like when they just had like wacky ass gadgets. Like, now do we have wacky ass things nowadays?
No, we don't. Everything is on your
No.
damn phone. Remember hit clips?
Nothing's.
Fucking hit clips, dude.
God.
It was this little.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I forgot the name of it. I had so many of these. This was it. Oh my god.
It was a little CD player or stereo, and you put a
Yeah.
little cartridge in
Oh my
it,
gosh.
and it only played like a minute of a song.
Yep.
Yeah, it wouldn't even play the full song. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It was like the physical version of listening to an iTunes preview
Yeah,
for a song.
hit clips.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
So.
Oh my god.
So fucking funny, dude. But everyone wanted one for some
Nutty.
reason. Even if
I loved it. It was like the thing. Like no one ever thought that you would just have like MP3 players or like portable.
Danny
games.
just
It was just
posted
like,
a
oh, this
Google
is so
search of
cool. I just Google searched it. I just looked it up.
Yeah.
I just did the same thing. I'm like, and I saw the picture and it was like so nostalgic.
yeah,
Oh my god.
we're probably at this section of the podcast. We're probably dating ourselves right now, so shut up. But like, no, no. When I was a kid, this was the shit. Like, I never got
This was
one.
our shit.
Like Trisha had a couple.
I never
of them.
got one either.
But-
I got
I was
one.
just all when this came out, I was just all like, oh gosh, I don't need this. Like I already have the CD with the whole entire album on it. I don't need this crap.
When this
I don't
came
need
out,
a
I
minute.
was like into like Game Boy and like Pogs,
Furby?
Digimon cards.
You guys were already too cool. I was like listening to Britney Spears and stuff. And,
Oh,
like,
I was listening to Britney Spears also.
and
Yeah.
in sync.
I still remember it was like my first grade talent show, and I wanted to sing like a Britney Spears song, and my mom wouldn't let me.
First
so
grade
I ended
talent
up. And yeah, for a talent show. Like I think it was at like a summer camp too. It wasn't even at school, and she wouldn't let me. So then me and my friend ended up singing and dancing to the Pokemon theme song instead. And that's probably like the trajectory of my life right now. Like I could have had the Britney Spears life, but I have the Pokemon life instead.
Wait,
Oh
was
my
it
God.
okay? Was it just the regular TV version?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you should have danced to the movie version, dude.
I wish. I don't even think the movie was out then.
Oh, okay.
I think it was before then. But that was like
I love that movie. You Drive Me
I
Crazy
love
with
that.
Melissa Joan Hart.
Oh, you drive me crazy with
yeah.
Adrian Grenier or whatever his name
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's hot, dude.
Break My Heart.
Oh my,
Break My Heart, man.
oh
Yeah.
my god.
Now he's like
Yeah, he's
he was
hot.
an Entourage.
Oh, he is. Yeah, he's great looking.
So I'm on Google and I'm looking up Furbies, and apparently there's a new version of Furby out.
What the fuck?
What?
Yeah.
Oh wait, I heard about that. I was like, why would you bring this back?
There's like it's like hold on. It's literally like weird. It's more circulated, and the ears are just odd.
Yeah, post. I want to
Really
see this
odd.
because right now, okay, and this is a good conversation piece that I know I can have with you girls because like you'll understand me. We are in an era of remaking things and bringing things back and all of that nonsense, and it's
There it
just
is.
like it's like okay, I get it, but let's see this Hasbro.
Oh my god, this is disgusting.
What the fuck?
$122. Hell nah.
Well, that's for the pink one.
Oh, the pink
but
one.
like
They go down to
the
50.
orange one, yeah, it goes down to
Cheapest
50.
is 50. Hell nah.
What's MSRP for this? That's what I want to know. Oh God.
Why though?
Why is this teal
Like
one?
what's this
115?
what's this small antenna thing that's on top?
I don't even
What
know. This
in
is so
the-
disturbing.
It's called Furby Connect.
How they make it? I don't. It's does it like walk or something? They have an app.
It's an app.
Why would I buy this?
An app with it.
Let's watch
Like, why would I
this
buy
then.
this if it has
no,
an app?
I'm not with
Let's
that.
watch this
honestly,
video.
Like, I'm.
Okay.
Oh, this is how to reset.
I don't like this. It looks... Who's kissing it? Why would your kid kiss the side of a Furby? Do you see the pictures on the side, the, like, display ones?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, my Furby. No. Disgusting.
No, disgusting.
Disturbing.
I don't need to watch that.
No, dude, that's
No.
that's goofy. That's goofy.
It's goofy. Hell no.
Okay. This was like this past summer too. A friend of mine had like gone to Target and she posted on her Facebook and was like, "Oh, me and my son were at Target and I guess they brought Pogs back."
Sam, you posted that in the wrong chat.
Hold on a second.
So what
There
just
we go.
like...
No, I was trying to post the
90s
folder to
memorabilia.
upload. No, but like they I guess they brought Pogs back.
Pogs?
Did I date myself
Like-
even harder there just now?
No, I've been like so behind on like picking up what things are, like the song ones we just talked about like 2 seconds ago. So I probably know it. I'm just not thinking of it. Is it just POG?
Yeah, they're these little
Pogs
little
game?
circle cardboard coins, and they have pictures on them.
Oh yeah, I had tons of these. Go to the go to what's called bowling alley. Get tons of these.
Yeah.
I had
in the little
these.
vending machine.
I'm just thinking. I'm just like a shithead, and I think Pogs in the chat, and I'm like, how do they bring Pogs back? It's a Twitch emote, but like, no, it's not that. Like,
No, yeah, you
That's where my head
stack
is
them
at.
up high and slam that bitch, and then whatever fell off of it, you got to keep.
Yes.
Nah, dude, like they're like bringing things back, and like part of me appreciates that. Another part of me is kind of like, nah, like I would not spend money on this right now because who else is gonna buy these with me? Number one, number two, do
Yeah.
I have the time? You know what I mean?
and it's like for us, it's for our age group, because it's obviously like a nostalgia thing.
Yeah.
It's like they want it to like play to our nostalgia, but like it just makes us realize how dumb the shit we had as kids were. Like we're not like, wow, Furby, I want this now. We're like, no, that was creepy and it's worse now.
It's creepy and it's worse now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like it just, I don't know, man. That's goofy. You're goofy.
It's goofy. I love that too. Like this is goofy. I
mean, it'll probably be more for the younger generation, obviously, because the kid. If you really think about it, kids nowadays, what are they doing as their playtime?
probably just TikToks.
They're just like either doing TikTok or on like iPads and shit like that and doing Minecraft. So obviously, you know, coming from a toy company, you have to think about what the kids are doing now. And actually there is a Netflix series about how the toys are made or something like that. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, the toys that
But-
made us.
The toys that
Yeah.
made us,
Ooh,
yes.
that sounds-
Yeah.
that sounds like a
it's
good one.
really super interesting, and it goes really in depth with like how Barbie was created and how like the Star Wars toys came out, how Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles became a huge thing, and how He-Man became a thing. Like, you know, He-Man was actually his TV show came out from like the toy. You know, and it's super interesting,
Yeah.
and I definitely recommend watching that ShaKing if you like
Yeah.
that kind of nostalgia kind of
A lot
thing.
of those
Yeah.
cartoon shows that when we were younger, the early like late 80s, early 90s stuff, they were
Yeah.
the cartoons were made just to sell the toys. Like
Transformers is another one too.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, definitely.
And then
yeah.
when Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles blew up, everyone had to hop on that hype train. So like there was Street Sharks, which were like four
Yeah.
surfer dudes that got mutated into sharks, and then there was the one with the mummies. There was like four mummies, and they like transformed with this armor. It was fucking weird. It was called Mummies Alive. Then there was Creepy Crawlers, which was another cartoon to sell the toy Creepy Crawlers, which was like a basically easy bake oven for quote unquote boys, except you made like these little gummy candies that were spiders and shit. And gummy, yeah.
Yeah.
And there was a cartoon show of it, but like it was like a team of mutated monsters called the Creepy Crawlers, and it was just kind of like, oh, everyone's hopping on the Ninja Turtle hype train. You know, you got like a team of 4 unique heroes, but they're all the same thing, kind of, not really, maybe, I don't fucking know. But
Yeah.
yeah, nah, dude. I am okay, so again, part of me appreciates that. Part of me is kind of, I guess it depends on what it is, right? Because like last time we hung out with ShaKing, we were talking about physical media, right? And about, actually probably almost 10 years ago now, probably like 7-8 years ago, they started bringing vinyl back, right? Actually, it's about 10 years ago now. Yeah, they started bringing vinyl back, and now it's like it's come back in full force, which is amazing. But like about 5 or 6 years ago, they started bringing cassettes back because the DIY scene is starting to like become more popular nowadays because everyone's like, the music industry's kind of been getting exposed like the past 6 years, you know?
Yeah.
So everyone goes to Bandcamp, you know, and that's how artists make their money and shit now, you know what I mean? And touring and selling tickets and all that and selling merch. So like cassettes are coming back because they're easy as fuck to make and they're cheap as fuck, right? Like,
yeah,
it's really interesting because now you can go on Amazon and look for tape players and find like companies in Japan that are still making them, and you can get one for like $15, which is super dope. You know what I mean? Because like I've and being like the fucking hipster like bitch that I am, like I want to collect all these vinyls and cassettes. Like the last record I bought from a friend's band called Sleep Debt, I just bought their cassette tape on Bandcamp because then you can download.
Oh, that's awesome.
Can download the MP3 and then have the tape. Like I don't even have like my last tape player broke, so like, I don't even have one, but I bought it anyway because I wanted to support them and like have a copy of it because I don't know when they're gonna release that record again. I don't know when they're gonna press more copies of that tape. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like it's really cool to own. Like
that is awesome. I love cassette tapes.
Yeah, dog. So ShaKing, let me ask you, how is everything going in on with your pod and what are you guys doing over there? Just like, are you guys like hanging? You guys getting fucked up, or what? You getting a drink on over here?
Getting smashed. Yeah, we've been doing pretty good. We are trying to do like a lot more live streams, especially because we're all cooped up and stuff. We just finished this because we have a Twitch account, like a Twitch channel.
Oh, share that with us.
I'm so bad at Twitch.
So we can follow.
Yeah, it's a twitch.tv/Tokyo Podfathers. I'll post the link, but so we me and my really good friend, his name is Fate Steel Taylor. He's the one who came on your podcast.
He did a long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah, a while ago. I went back and like found that episode. I was so happy. And we both did a playthrough of Shadow of the Colossus, which is like one of my all-time favorite games. Good. And it was, thank you. I'm glad you played it. Thank you. The bomb for sure. And it was like for free last month on the PlayStation Network. So then he tried it out for the first time. So I was kind of like coaching him through it terribly. And we just did like 4 different sessions of taking on like 4 different colossi. And it was like, it was a ride, man. Like, I don't know. I was just like shook because I get so invested in the whole atmosphere of it. And I just like, it's so tough like seeing someone play a game and like not being able to like do it yourself. I don't know if you guys get those vibes
absolutely.
Of like, I need to do it. Especially with that game because like the music and just the way it's set up makes me feel like genuinely invested. Like if something is big stepping behind me in the game, I feel like on edge and scared. So seeing him just kind of get like
I'm definitely gonna watch this.
Oh,
I just followed you guys. I went onto my Twitch account and stuff. I'm actually in the process of trying to figure out that because I feel like for our podcast, we always say that we're gonna be doing like a lot of stuff for our second YouTube channel, which is the Anime Summit Extra, and we never do.
Yeah. I think I saw you guys. I think you guys were playing a first-person shooter game, but it was like a while ago.
That was Danny.
I put some stuff up there. Like I put some stuff that I saved off of my PlayStation, and I kind of like put them into the Playroom thing to edit it all and stuff. And then I just shared it onto the channel and stuff. And I actually, the latest one I think that's up there now is me playing Bloodborne.
Oh, nice. So, how's that? Because I want to play that. And I have it when I got it on sale, but I'm bad at games.
I'm bad at games.
Well, I mean, if you played Shadow of the Colossus. I think you should be fine with Bloodborne, but
Okay.
I mean, if that's your type of game, then I think you would like it. Me, on the other hand, I don't like scary stuff.
Okay, I feel that. 'Cause it depends. Like, I had a whole thing. I just saw Stranger Things for the first time
I
recently.
still haven't seen
Whoa,
that.
where have you been?
Yeah,
Where
exactly.
have both of you been?
Okay, so it's like weeb things. We're weebs.
Yeah, we're
But
weebs.
I'm
but
a weeb too, but at least like I know. I mean,
you got
yeah.
your basics
We're
covered.
fake fans.
We don't.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was cool though, because like I had heard about it for so long, but like even that like kind of spooked me, like that
Yeah.
made me feel spooky. But
I
then
thought
for
I
some-
wasn't gonna like it because I thought it was gonna be scary, but it's kind of like that thriller scariness
yeah,
in a way.
yeah,
So
yeah, and it gets like less scary over time because it kind of gets more ridiculous. But those
Yeah.
first couple episodes, I was like, yo,
oh,
I
the
am
first
out.
season for sure is the scariest, I feel.
I was like, nope, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm out. I'm going
Yeah,
to get
especially when you're watching it
snatched.
at nighttime and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like you have like the lights
would-
off and everything. You're like, oh shit. I
Yeah,
kind
I
of do that.
refuse to watch it
I
at
kind of
night.
do that with Supernatural. Like
Yeah.
there was this one episode where like they were gonna go into like this really scary like haunted house kind of thing, and it was like literally 2:00 in the morning. I'm like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'll save this for when it's daytime.
Yeah, that's how I just get like too in my own head and get creeped out, even if it's not something like other people will find creepy. If I can find it creepy,
Yeah.
it's just over. But I'm weirdly like okay with not obvious horror video games. Like
Yeah, you like more of the thriller, like of the
Yeah.
thrill, but not like jump scare kind of things.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, I still haven't personally played The Last of Us, and that is like
Yeah.
the most great game. Like, it's the best game out there right
Yeah.
now, and everyone is so hyped for The Last of Us 2. I mean, my PlayStation came with a free copy of The Last of Us, and I still
Oh,
haven't
nice.
played it. I watched a playthrough, like I watched someone play it
Yeah.
with commentary and everything, and there's this one area in The Last of Us where it's pitch dark, like it's pitch
Oh,
black,
yeah.
and like you can't see anything, and you're in water too.
Oh, that's even worse. That's
So,
like
and I'm just
bruh.
like, yeah, I'm not gonna be playing this game.
Yeah.
Like, this is not happening.
I weirdly am not too bad with like I think video games that are like kind of creepy, but like I think I would weirdly be okay in that because I'm also like I played BioShock and that has some creepy like you can hear
See,
people but you can't see them.
I can't see. I didn't like BioShock. I bought the
Yeah.
trilogy
Yeah.
like set, and because I heard so much about it, and I
Yeah.
wanted to see what it was like.
Yeah.
And I played maybe maybe not at least like 5 minutes of the game. I was just like, yeah, I can't play this game. This game's scary.
Yeah.
I can't do this.
Oh, yeah,
and it's
it's-
first person.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
like, no.
It definitely gets less scary as it goes on, but that beginning part is like so creepy.
Oh, it's
But-
so creepy. It's so spooky. And I was just like, yeah. I went back to GameStop because I bought it because at the time my friend Richard, who's the comic guru, he used to work at GameStop, and
Yeah.
I went back to that same GameStop. I'm like, yeah, I'm returning this. I don't want this.
I
He's
feel
like-
bad.
And he goes like, what happened? I was just like, this is too scary. Why didn't you tell me this game was scary?
It's too much spook. No, I feel bad because the BioShock Infinite is a really good game, and that one's not creepy at all. That one's
Yeah.
like bright sunshine, all in the lights, no spook at all. So
Yeah.
that's like a pretty decent one to not get scared by.
Yeah, I just don't want to like skip. You know, like
Yeah, I know
sequel,
what you mean.
like straight to the sequel kind of thing. So
It's not really like a sequel, but I know what you mean. It's like
yeah,
it's like a bit. I know what you mean. You kind of want to go in all of it, and you're
You
like,
want to know
no,
the
too
lore
scary.
and everything. And
I mean, I kind of did that with Uncharted. Like, I actually didn't play the first Uncharted. I started with Uncharted 2, and then I played 3 and 4, which 4 is actually the greatest game ever. I love
I think
Uncharted 4.
I have 4 because I think it came with my PS4 and I never got to play it. So that's actually good to hear.
those
You need to
games
play
are the
it.
perfect example of games that I love to watch someone play. Those games are like movies. Like
Ooh, yeah. They feel
Yeah.
so cinematic
Yeah.
from what I've seen.
Uncharted 4 literally feels like you're watching a movie. It's
Yeah, that's
amazing.
awesome.
And
That's awesome.
and the like the mini like DLC after Uncharted 4, Uncharted 4 Lost Legacy with Chloe, and I forget the black girl's name in the game. I forgot. But anyway, that little like mini series of that is phenomenal too. It's really
nice.
great. I think I've played Uncharted 4 maybe 3 times already.
Oh, that's nice. I gotta play it. It looks so fun.
It's
like,
a
there's no
lot
good
of
reason
fun.
I haven't played it.
And Nathan Drake is best boy.
He looks pretty.
Gotta
Looks
love
pretty
it.
They were gonna
bad.
make a movie where Nathan Drake was younger, and they were gonna have Tom Holland play him, and I think it got canceled.
Yeah.
Due to
yeah.
whatever. But
No. It's always sad when they could potentially make a good video game movie, but then they don't. And you know they're going to mess it up somehow, but, like, just once, I want, like, a truly good video game movie.
Dude, Detective Pikachu, seriously.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Well,
Detective
we can't
Pikachu is
top
really
that.
good.
That sounds like the
And
goat.
actually,
I can't top that.
actually Sonic, the one I just watched that Sonic.
Oh, how was it?
It was really good. Like, so like,
Sounds
okay,
awesome.
God damn it, dude. I love Sonic so much, and Jim Carrey like kind of stole it, but like,
That's awesome.
you got to go into it knowing it's a kid's film, okay? So like, and they kind of added some other lore in it that's not really Sonic lore, but there's technically three timelines of Sonic, of the story of Sonic. There's the main line, which is the original Sega games 1, 2, and 3, and Sonic and Knuckles, and
Yeah.
then there's the Sonic Adventure line with like the KO or Chow, whatever they're called, and Shadow the Hedgehog, and when Dr. Robotnik was like whatever, and his niece like started a war or some shit. Then there's the comics where Dr. Robotnik was, and it takes place on a planet called Mobius, and Dr. Robotnik was known as Ivo Kintober before he became or Avi Kintober before he became Ivo Robotnik. And then so like the movie, I think obviously it's a movie, so it's establishing its own thing. But like if you go into it knowing it's a kid's film, it's really good.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of things from the video games sprinkled in as Easter eggs.
That's awesome.
Like,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
and like there's one, so like the scene, and this is not really a spoiler, but like because it's in the trailer, but Dr. Robotnik goes to James Marsden characters. I forgot. Tom. His name
Yeah.
is Tom. He goes to Tom's house looking for Sonic, and he's like, "Oh, I know that you got something going on in here, or whatever, right?" And he was like, "Yeah, Dr. Robotsky's or whatever the fuck your name is. Like, there's nothing here." And he's like, "First of all, buddy," and like Dr. Robotnik, the way his character is established is this kid who was so fucking smart that nothing was a challenge to him, and he was bullied for it. So the way he got back at his bullies was by building robots to fight off his bullies. And they kind of established that like kind of like really quick and but still in a tasteful way, so it kind of fits his character. And he's like yelling at Tom. He's like, "Look, buddy, I was making formulas while you were sipping on formula."
LOL.
and then Tom goes, "Well, I was breastfed actually." And then it goes back to Jim Carrey, and he's like, "Nice, rub that in my orphan face because I was an orphan."
Wait, those are just the lines in the movie?
Yeah,
That's amazing.
yeah.
That's unironically amazing. Wait.
I gotta
shook.
watch
That's
this
amazing.
movie.
I gotta see this. Nice. Rub that in my orphan face. Oh my god. That's so funny.
And of course, it's Jim Carrey, so you know he'll fucking like own that line and everything. So,
Dude, it was so funny. And like, yeah, no, it was really good. But I would say that even so, Detective Pikachu's probably the best video game adaptation movie ever. Like it's really close to the game. The one thing that they changed in the story from the game to fit the screen was a good change for the screen, obviously. So, you know what I mean? And like, I don't know, it was really good. And like, people complained about the Pokemon and how they looked, and it's like, how were they supposed to make them look?
Yeah.
Because if they changed them in any way, you would have been mad.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they had to keep them looking like, you know,
realistic-ish.
Obvious.
but honestly, like, I didn't think that they looked bad.
Yeah, I thought they looked fine from the
I think
trailers I
think
saw.
they established that, like, listen, this is live, like, this is a live action, you know, it's not like you can just cut and paste fucking Pikachu from the anime to live action and just say, oh, this is what you want, you know?
Yeah. Like, I think the idea to just animate them as they are, but put realistic textures on them was probably the best they could do, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I gotta see it. It looks so fun, too, and I remember, like, wanting to go see it in theaters and then missing it, but it's gonna happen. Quarantine season, it's happening. It's just a matter of time.
So, what else you guys got going on over there at the Tokyo Podfathers?
Well, so this is kind of, like keeping it historic, but you know how you guys just released your, like, top anime of the decade podcast? We actually did, like, we have that, like, kind of in the works, because we sent out kind of, like, a Google Doc to everyone, and we're like, yo, guys, give us your top 10 of the decade. So we have the results, but we were kind of like, okay, how do we present this? So, because we wanted to do, like, a kind of cool visual, but we might kind of give up on that and just kind of stream them. So we might release that soon, but since you guys just did it, I feel kind of bad just being like, okay, let's do this next week. But
no, dude, do it.
Yeah.
Like, fucking, because the way we did it, and you have to, like, we have to give Nick some mad props here, because he's the one who curated the whole project.
That's cool.
Which actually started at the end of 2018.
That's cool.
He made it so we watched as much as we could.
Yeah.
Throughout the year, and I was watching stuff from 2010 all the way to 2018, just even stuff like, because we became a pod in 2015.
Yeah.
So by the end of the year, the last thing we did for our decade spotlight was the show from 2015, and then the rest of it was kind of up to us to kind of watch stuff offhand and whatever. And it sucked because I missed a couple things. So, like, I didn't get to watch Haikyuu. I didn't get to watch some other things that I wanted to. Kikai Sensen was one of them. Which, honestly, like, from some of the stuff I've seen, that probably would have made my list somewhere. But
yeah,
we did, like, a top 50 list, but it was personal.
Oh, that's cool.
So, like, it was Danny's top 50, my top 50, and Nick's top 50.
I like how you guys did that. So I still have to listen to the episode, because I saw that, and I'm like, shit. I would see your episode drop, and I'm like, okay, we got to get our shit together, because they have theirs out. And then I didn't listen to it, and now I'm like, okay, both of their episodes are out. I have to listen, because we have a different process. But I like how you guys did that, because we came up with our own list too. But I like how you guys have your lists and can just present them.
Oh yeah, dude. But it took way too long. Like,
it
way
really
too
did.
long.
And in all honesty, like our listeners are so, like, psyched that these last two episodes are really long, but at the same time, you know, it was just when we recorded the second part 2 of the decade, it took all day.
That's awesome.
Like, literally all day from
awesome.
from like my time. Really, because we started at 3:30, but we didn't start recording until a quarter after 4 or something like that, and then we ended at 10:30 at night.
Yeah.
So I was
Oh,
just
that's
God.
Yeah, because
Why?
so
That's awesome.
here's how it went down, and for you guys listening right now, just a little behind the scenes for y'all. This is how it went down. So the part 1 came out last week, and it came out late on Thursday, which it's normally our pod comes out when you wake up on Thursday, right? So when you wake up, it's there. But it came out late on Thursday because here's why. So Tuesday night was recording night, and my program maxes out at 3 hours. So we were going past that, and when we went on for another 10 minutes still talking. And I looked at my thing, and I was like, guys, stop. And it was right in the middle when Nick was talking. He was like, wait, what happened? And I was like, my thing stopped. It capped at 3 hours. And they were like, fuck. So we had to record the last 7 shows that we were supposed to talk about or present the next night, which took another hour or so. And then I had to edit it the next day. And it was just
oh, wow. That's
it was crazy. And Oh my god, dude, it took so long. And then I had uploading problems, and like I was messaging Danny throughout the whole like time I was having it. And so what I ended up having to do was the first half of it. We normally take our little ad break right at the beginning. And that kind of just fucked everything up. And so I had to break and render like 4 different MP3 files and then upload them separately to Anchor, and then split the first part where I needed to split it. And then, so that actually is comprised of like 5 audio files on Anchor, but you would never hear it because I didn't break it up in a weird spot. So it would just go on like normal. But so for this one, I told Danny and Nick, I was like, okay, you guys, for part 2, this is how we have to do it, because if not, then I'm gonna poop. But like,
well, actually, I kind of requested to do the breakup in between, like to record like 1 or 2 hours and then have a break and then record the rest of it.
Oh yeah, no, that was
because
Danny was like, we need to take a break, or we need to record, because if Sam's thing caps at 3 hours, then we need to.
Yeah.
We need to like and then Nick was kind of like, oh yeah, you're right. So Danny was kind of like, yeah, because so we'll record up to this number, cut it, save it, and then we'll take a little break, and then we'll go again, because Danny kind of lost her voice at the end of the first one.
Yeah, because at the time, like, I was really not feeling well. I don't know what I had. It was either allergies or something or whatever, but I was literally coughing up a lung.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of like my voice is back and everything, but I still have like
tinge of a cough.
Yeah. So, and it sometimes comes up every now and again, but Sam can vouch for me, because this one time Ed and I were on Voice, because I'm trying to figure out how to do watch parties for our podcast, since like we're indoors and everything, and I was trying to figure that out, and all of a sudden I just started like coughing away, like it was not stopping. And the two of them were like really concerned for me. They were messaging me. They're like, "Are you okay? Like, did you die?"
Yeah. So then I kind of said, okay, well, as long as we're taking a break in the middle, I'm gonna put the ad break there then. That way, I'm automatically just uploading 2 separate pieces already, and then it's fine. But like,
strategic dying.
Yeah, dude, it was bad. It was bad. I never again. Like, if we ever do another huge,
I definitely would suggest us doing
3 parts instead of 2. Yeah.
2.
Yeah. It's just so tempting, because it's like 25 and 25 is like
right. Yeah, because if we did it the other way, we would have had to do like 13, and 13, right? Or 12 and 12 or something like that. Some fucking goofy. And yeah, no. It's like, nah, G, nah. Or no, we would have had to do.
Nah, fam.
It would have been 15, 15 or something like that, or 16. Yeah, it would have been goofy. But like, yeah, it.
Like I just posted on on the Twitter, because for some odd reason the Instagram posts that I post on our Instagram account isn't transferring to our Twitter account for some odd reason. So I had to post the thumbnail on our Twitter, and Scrawny commented on the picture. He's all like, spoiling us with nearly 5 hours of Anime Summit goodness.
I gotta give a shout out to Scrawny, because I no longer use Twitter. So I'm never on it, and I don't even go on it for the Anime Summit, because I know Danny and Nick are handling it. So I haven't talked to Scrawny in a long time. I love Scrawny so much. They're always ready, like, to reply to our tweets and just be like, yeah, Anime Summit. It's like, oh, fuck, I love you. Like,
that's the best.
Yeah, dude, it's great.
I'm obsessed with Twitter, but I feel that.
I don't think Scrawny is on our Discord.
No, they're not. I don't know why
they should be.
Yeah. Wait, so...
Yeah.
When is that episode going to come out then?
It's a good question. I think, because we're torn on, I think we wanted to just have it be like a live stream, so we just come out on YouTube and have people like post and chat. But we have we have the list. Like, we got the full list, and we have the people who want to be on it. It's just like finding a date and like, how do we present the list? Because we recently had I guess semi-recently, like, our big recommendations episode. We put in, like, our best guy, Colonel Panic. He's, like, the coolest dude ever, very good memer, very creative, amazing editor, constantly thirsty on main. That's, like, his brand is, and he loves Monster Girls. That's, like, Panic in a nutshell. He came out with some, like, crazy visuals for our recommendation episode that just took it to, like, the next level. Like, I was so proud of what he did. But I think we didn't want to do something on that level for this, but we almost wanted to do, like, a screenshot of a show and then, like, a mini write-up about it. But we'd have to do that for, like, 100 shows. And a lot of them, like, not a lot of them, but there's, like, a few that we haven't seen because we polled a lot of our listeners asking them, like, what were their favorite shows. So there are just a few that, like, not everyone on the podcast had seen. So it would be, like, a lot of work. And I was kind of like, is it honestly worth spending, like, tons of hours on that when we could just drop the list? You know, everyone's under quarantine. Like, we could just show up and drop it.
I feel like just dropping the list is the best way to go.
Yeah. And, like, we could even just look up, like, basic screenshots of the shows. It's not, like, that big of a deal. But I mean, I haven't seen our list in a bit. We finished this back at, like, the beginning of the year, because we had all these plans for doing, like, you know, doing our own awards for 2019. And doing,
I was
like,
gonna
Best of
say,
the
like,
Decade.
what happened to that? Because I remember, I remember some sharing that Google Doc with us, and I remember filling my shit out, and I was I kind of forgot about it because I was just worrying about my own shit.
Yeah, I think so. We have the results. Like, if you. Like, you guys filled it out, so, like, you guys count. You guys have contributed towards the results. So, we have that. I think me and our other member, Mozilla Fennekin, we both, like, sat down and we, like, added everything up, added up all the totals. So, we have the list, and it was kind of like, we had our backstage, like, breakdown of it was, like, each podcast member came up with 25 picks, and those would be weighted a bit more heavily. And then everyone else who filled it out, like all the people in our Discord, everyone listening in, like you guys, they would have 10 picks, and those would each get, like, you know, 1 point. But it would also be whatever you rated a 1 would get, like, 10 points, and whatever you rated, like, the lowest would get 1 point. So it was probably overly complicated, but it was like, this is our system, this is what we have. And we got the list of all the shows after compiling it. And now we just need to do the easy part and talk about it. So, you know, it's like, I keep doing this, like, ridiculously, unnecessarily complicated things that do not matter. But in our heads, we were like, this is so cool. We get to have, like, weighted lists to see what people truly value. So it's not just, like, the show you put at 10 isn't worth the same as you put at 1, you know? Right. Which is, like, cool, because I do, like, some stats at work. So in my head, I love doing all sorts of, like, weird stat breakdowns of things, and it's, like, so nerdy, and no one cares. Like, I care, but no one else cares. but it was like a fun time. I think our list will look a bit different from yours because it's kind of just, like, a general poll. But you guys have a few that I think are, like, more obscure that we managed to have too. So I'm excited. I gotta round up the crew though and be like, hey guys, we gotta drop the list. Yeah, gotta drop the list. But it's another classic. You guys have a really great concept, and then we're like, yeah, let's try and do that. It won't be as good, but let's try and do that.
For sure, dude.
Yeah.
So, I got a question.
Yeah. Hopefully I have an answer. I'm like such a dad joke now.
When do you...
I say that all the time, so
I'm such a dad.
You're not the only one.
When, dude, no, the other day I was like, oh, what up, Danny? And she was like, the ceiling. I'm like, fuck, shut the God.
Damn it, walked into that.
Okay, can I tell ShaKing the story? Okay, Danny, shut up.
Oh my God, you're going to tell her that one story?
I'm going to tell her this, because...
Yes.
So
I'm never going to live this story down.
No, because it's fucking funny, dude. Okay, so here's what's up. So I grew up in the suburbs, okay? I didn't grow up, like, in a hood, quote unquote, or anything like that, okay? But
you weren't in the streets.
No. But I was in an area that was definitely heavily populated by people who moved here from, like, Chicago, Cleveland, Ohio, and other, like, East Coast to Midwest, like all kinds of people, right? And so the hip hop scene in my area growing up was really huge. Hip hop was big. Like that was the popular thing. Like it wasn't like it was like that was mostly what people were into instead of top 40 like music. It was mostly hip hop and stuff back then when I was growing up. So like, and the hip hop scene here now where I'm from is really huge. So I grew up around a lot of those kinds of people who were into that stuff, who use like, you know, hip hop lingo and African American verbiage, vernacular, you know, which is like, and I, you know, and so I don't know, I kind of just, I talk like that sometimes, you know what I mean? So like
I do too.
Yeah, and so I messaged Danny one time. I'm bored, you know, like I'm just being a queer,
I love where this is
being
headed.
a queer woman doing queer woman things, just chilling. And I'm like, I DM'd Danny. I'm like, Danny, what you on, babe? And she's like, I'm not on anything. I'm sober right now.
I haven't smoked today.
Yeah.
Like,
she's like, I didn't.
like, no, it's a greeting.
And I was like, no, like what you on? Like, what's up with you? And she was like, oh, nothing. Like, I'm just like, and she's like, I don't understand. And I'm like, oh my God. So then I like broke it down. I was like, no, it's kind of like a greeting. Like, yeah, like what? It's like I am asking what you're on, but I know you're not on anything. So I mean in a, you know, what are you doing? Kind of. And so it was really funny. So then I told her friend Ed, who's from California.
Yeah.
So he knows kind of like that West Coast shit, which is kind of similar.
Now everyone knows because of this.
He knows the vibes.
Yeah, he knows. So I was like, and Ed is Spanish, so I was speaking to him in Spanish. I was like, hermano, like, look at like, mira su güera over here. Like, she doesn't even know what I'm talking about. And Ed was just like he was like laughing. He's like LMFAO, like that's hilarious. And it's just like so like. Sometimes I'll talk to. Sometimes I'll just say something to Danny without thinking about how white she is, and it's just really funny.
Oh wow, thanks.
Like,
I'm not that white. I'm not as white as Nick. Okay.
Nick seems peak white from
yeah, he's
Nick is so white that unsalted saltine crackers are spicy for him.
Oh, that's it. That's the tea. That's so funny. That's a good one.
He's so white that Casper looks at him and goes, "Damn."
Damn.
I can't remember, but we were going ham on the Nick so white jokes in our Discord.
Yeah,
I can't remember where it was.
It was funny. But like
awesome.
we give
everyone was going ham.
We give Nick a lot of shit, but he's good people and he works really hard, like getting us to watch
I love
stuff.
Nick.
But like,
I love Nick, but he's got to change his sports anime opinions. That's it.
Heck yeah, thank you.
That's it. I remember seeing that, and on when you guys were posting that, I'm like, no, Nick, no, you gotta like sports anime.
No. He likes ping pong the
Bad.
animation.
Don't do.
Yeah, he
That's
does
like-
like ping pong the
Which
animation.
I love. Like, 5th favorite anime of all time. Very GOAT. 10 out of 10. But that's some snob shit. Like, everyone who likes it is like, oh yeah, I don't like sports anime, but ping pong
Yeah, that's exactly
is
what
different
it is.
because it's art. And it's like, it's like, no. Like,
That's not what sports anime is.
yeah. And there's such a range of sports anime. There's so many out there.
Yeah.
That are like so different too. That bring a lot to the table.
The only sports shows that Nick talks about is Ping Pong the Animation and Slam Dunk.
That's like interesting because I feel like Slam Dunk is the prototypical like sports shonen template that like a lot of them are using.
Yeah.
So like it's what I imagine is like not that different from what we have going on now.
It's not. I mean, it's the formula of sports shows. So
yeah.
But yeah, no, he really goes hard on shit talking the sports genre.
You guys get me on, I will be like defending sports shows.
Dude,
I believe
ShaKing.
in you.
Let's do it.
You gotta do it. We'll like tag team and be like, sports anime are good. Yes.
You have no idea how happy I was when we were talking about Haikyuu for that short, like, maybe 20 minutes when you were guesting on our podcast that one day. So it's just like, yes, I get to talk about this for once.
Yes.
Yeah,
Sports
dude.
will live on.
I am going to start Haikyuu very soon here because now
I'm so excited.
we're done with the decade shit. After our seasonal app soon for winter, I'm going to start that bitch because I'm catching
Heck
up on
yeah.
winter 2020 stuff right now. But
Same.
anyway,
That's cool.
that was really fun. ShaKing, what do
You
you...
were gonna ask a question, like, is this the question? I was gonna.
Oh
remind
yeah, I
you
was
that
gonna ask a question and Danny farted. I don't know. Anyway, so
I'm sorry.
I like how she didn't do that thing I said, but she still apologizes. She does. Sometimes I'll
like,
be like,
"Oh, I'm
God damn
sorry."
it, Danny, and she'll be like, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
That's so cute.
Freaking, what was I gonna say? Oh, when do you want us to or even if it's just Danny or just me or just both of us or all three of us, when do you want us to come over there, do some stuff?
I want you guys to come over whenever. Like, honestly, if you guys wanted to do the next one of these, like next one of our cool hangouts, just come on our podcast. That would be so fun. I would like love to have you guys.
Word. I'm down.
Word.
I got
Yeah.
the time.
Word
Yeah.
to your manga.
I have to actually
Work to your
join.
mother.
I'm not on your Discord server. I have to join that.
Yeah. We have interesting talks. Sometimes more interesting than others.
Wait, I don't think I'm on. Yeah, am I not a part of that Discord either? I don't think I am.
Yeah, we have some interesting channels. But yeah, I would love to have you guys. That would be so much fun.
Link
Yeah.
that bitch, would you?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was like, duh, we can link that.
Duh,
That'd
we
be
can.
so fun.
Yeah, we can do stuff.
We have the internet, so we can
We
link
have
that.
the internet.
Yeah,
We have the technology. Yeah, I would love to have you guys on.
yeah. Please do that. Yeah, we will come over there.
Heck yeah.
Also, if you guys want to follow ShaKing, I will put. Is it okay if I put the Discord link in this episode description too?
Yeah.
Okay,
go for
I'm gonna
it.
put the Discord
Yeah.
link in the episode
Oh,
description,
thank you.
and then you guys can just click on it with your phone, and if you got Discord on your phone, boom, it'll take you right there. And then yeah, listen to Tokyo Podfathers, will you? We love hanging out with ShaKing and having girls' time. That's why we didn't invite
I
Nick
love our
on
girl
the.
talk.
So if you're kind of wondering why we didn't invite Nick, that's because like we just love having girl time and just being girls. Because like I know
I feel
every
bad
time.
replacing Nick.
Yeah, I know. Yes,
I feel bad. Especially because I'm just shit talking his like sports anime takes. It's like, no, I actually love Nick. I'm not replacing him, and I don't have beef. I just like dabbing on the sports anime takes.
dab on him. Just dabbing on him.
Dab on them.
Hell yeah, dude. That being said, I hope you guys have fun. Me and Danny are trying to come up with more ways to like bring some extra content and stuff. And I know we always talk a lot of shit, but like
So we know that Som already came out with her solo cast for the patrons. I think like last week.
I haven't posted
Was
it
it-
yet. No, it was this week. I recorded
this week?
I recorded this week.
Oh,
I
wait,
haven't
you did
released it
two
yet.
already?
I have not released it yet. No.
Oh, then what was that thing that you?
The thing I posted was just my theme song that I put.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought that was
Ooh.
the episode.
No. Yeah, because we each have our own
Oh.
theme song. Yeah. So that's for
Oh,
the
okay.
patrons, but like more so, we're also gonna do more content for everyone else just to help pass the time
Yeah.
while you're on the pooper and.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
But I'm definitely like my solo cast. I'm definitely once tomorrow hits, because tomorrow's the last day of it's the final episode of Haikyuu. And
heart.
then yeah, I know, my heart too. I can't
My
wait
heart sobs.
for the next season.